Welcome back to a brand new episode here on the Shenanigang SMP, everybody. Now, I'm going to get straight to the point. I'm very excited to work on today's video because it almost is like a new chapter, I like to consider. And honestly, I probably wrote that somewhere in the title, honestly. This is almost like a new chapter, not only for me as a builder, but also the story here that I'm trying to tell on the Shenanigang SMP. Now, as you can see, I'm in this kind of little valleyway here. Now, honestly, don't judge my bad memory. I don't remember if I showcased this in a previous video or not, but basically this is a second little mountain here that I started behind the main one, mostly just for like background shots so that there was more to the area than just a flat world here. But when doing so, I actually realized something, that it created a little bit of a valley, which honestly has got me super inspired. I imagine like a giant gate going right here and like, you know, a little bit of like an entranceway, but not just like a small gate, like not like a tiny one, but I mean like a big, like almost like a castle gate, right? Like has like a path maybe. Actually, one thing that I want to quickly show you is on this layer of the mountain here, I started at this kind of small layer here with like flat land here. I might honestly just stop the mountain right here, or maybe go like a little bit in, then go up one more layer, and then maybe just make the what we're going to be working on today, kind of like that wall right here, go just to here, and then it's kind of like a giant path going across. And then that way with this area, we have a nice little area to work with back over here, and that's quite a lot of room, honestly. Just take a look here, and even if I just go to the mini map here, you have a lot of room here. But there's also more to it as well. In the front, kind of towards my little gaming space over here, I picture a giant path kind of going this way, maybe going a little bit this way to their base over here, going back around the front this way, eventually leading back towards Bryson's area and Pine's area over there. Now, honestly, to start off, I'm probably just going to grab a little bit of stone, and I kind of want to map out where everything's going to go. Now, honestly, I think what I'm going to start off by doing is mapping where I want the bridge to go, like the thing that we stand under to go. Maybe we do that first, actually. Yeah, maybe we'll try doing that first. So let's say we go, if we go something like this, I think that works. Although I built this in the middle, actually, I do want to, actually, this is actually pretty good here, because what I can do instead is actually just remove these two parts here, which still is the like the middle bit here, right? And then these two can just be the little pillar things that I was talking about right here. Yeah, honestly, that's not so bad. Although, I don't know, maybe we go a little bit over. Maybe we do like 7 instead. I think maybe we do 7. Yeah, so I think we'll make this wall end here. Let's see how that looks really quick. These slimes are going to get really annoying to deal with, but yeah, this is kind of more what I was thinking. Yeah, so it's maybe, yeah, I think it's 7. Yeah, it's about, or no, it's about, yeah, it's about 7. Yeah, I can't do math apparently. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking that we do something like that, and then maybe we go like really high here. See, this is almost the same height. I literally think it's actually like all I need to do is if I just quickly chop a little bit off the edges there, those like little corner pieces right here, and then on this side right here, if I can grab that block, and then if I can just raise this up and then get rid of this one here. Yeah, that's exactly the height that I was thinking of. You see, we kind of, here's me for perspective. That's kind of exactly what I want. That gives you a picture, honestly, as well, which I think will be really interesting. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty good there. Now, what we want to do, I think, is I'm going to quickly go from this side over here. So like I said, I can kind of imagine a giant bridge going over to here, and I think it's this block that we're going to want to go on, or is it this block here? Nope, it's definitely this block here. Okay, and I'm just gonna see if we go from the very top right here all the way across, where does that take us on that side? So that's a very long bridge that it would be, but honestly, yeah, I think it's okay. I'm technically not even done. I didn't even go all the way to the edge over here. This is where it would actually go to. And honestly, yeah, I think that this is pretty cool. Now, you also have to imagine as well that these are going to be... See, but do we want the towers to go here or not, though? Because I was going to have the towers go on the side, but I kind of don't know if that's where I want the towers to go. Like... honestly, I really don't think so. Okay, let's quickly experiment with one wall right here. So I left a little bit of a gap right there so that I can kind of just build this straight up. I think what I'm going to do is... I think we'll try it on just this side. So let me quickly build this side all the way up to there. And then I'm going to go ahead and see what exactly I want to do, like where I want to put it. Because I feel like it's not going to look as good if we just put it next to there. So maybe we put one like over here and over here somewhere, but I don't really know. So, or do we even put it okay, now I'm actually second guessing myself quite a lot. Instead of maybe putting it in the wall there, do we maybe put it in the front, do you think? So like instead of having it like kind of be like inside the thing right here, which is what I was originally going to do, kind of having like almost like buildings coming up on top and then the path just kind of goes through the buildings. Maybe the towers, they just go on the outside over here, right? And then we kind of just have like two big towers, right? Going over here. Ooh, actually, that could work. Let me quickly build this wall up like I said, and then we're going to try putting the tower on the outside. Okay, so with that part of the wall done, it's only one side. I didn't do the thicker layers over here. Yeah, I definitely don't think we should put the things up there. Now, I still do kind of want to see what it would look like. Do we have a bunch of stone? Yeah, we do have a decent bit of stone. Maybe if we put the towers like out here, right? So maybe if we go, maybe 6 out, I think, and then 6 across as well. So that's 5, 6 here, maybe. No, that just seems too like small. No, I think we need to go like way bigger potentially. No, you see, I really don't like the idea of putting it on the outside. It just feels a bit too weird for me. I don't know. Or maybe we have to like get the entire thing, like the wall built first potentially, like on both sides, and then we can see where we want to put it, because I really don't know. Because I don't know. Alrighty, so I added a bit of a layer right here, the kind of top part of this area here on the wall that we already built. So the reason why I did that is because we are going to have the kind of traditional like castle things here where we're going to kind of go something maybe like this. Now I think I'm going to go every 2 potentially. I think we'll just go something kind of like this. Yeah, so you can kind of see we're going to do something kind of like that. Now I think we're going to add a little bit more detail there. It just looks a little bit weird right now, but where in this do we see like a little bit of a tower going? Because honestly, I really don't know. Okay, so that's not bad. So that's only one wall that I did because I am out of stone almost. And I think I think it makes sense, because if you think about it, we could just like have doors here that, you know, we're not going to decorate the inside of this thing, but it could be like why, like how like the tower guards get in. We could just have doors be right there. So it explains why there would be towers here potentially. And then like, you know, maybe we have like, I don't know, like a staircase that goes down or something, and it's only for like the guards here, but then like we kind of have it going like this here, right? And then that way it's like, you know, you still walk that way, but then there's just this little thing here. Like maybe that works. See, I think also part of the problem right now is it just looks a little bit too bland. I don't know. Maybe we need to do something about that. Okay, I know it's a little bit too early to be adding some details, but honestly, just seeing flat blocks, it really doesn't help me. I need to add a little bit of detailing in now, just so I can kind of picture what it is that we are going to do. Now, basically, all I did was I added the stairs there going facing into each other, and then a wall going up. I definitely think it helps, but honestly, I feel like this tower just needs to be a lot taller. I feel like it's just way too short right now, honestly. I think that's what it is. Honestly, yeah, that's not bad. Although, actually, no. For the top, I think we're going to do this part a little bit differently, because we're doing a tower here, right? Then I think what we're going to do, yeah, we're probably going to have something right there, like a little bit of a roof. So I think not having those things at the top actually makes a lot of sense. And then we're probably going to have something going in the middle there. So actually, I guess I do like having the towers go there. Yeah, okay. I think I didn't like it originally, but I do like that a lot, I think. However, I am completely out of stone, so I'm going to go ahead and AFK my little stone farm here. Got a lot more of the stone to probably... I think I'm going to just finish everything here, so I'm probably going to fill in the back wall over here, and then do everything over here as well. Kind of just repeat what we did over here, and then, yeah, we'll have to go in with the detailing and whatnot a bit later, but I think for now I'll be back once most of that stuff is finished. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Alrighty, I have returned and I have finished the entire wall here. Now I also did add the decorations like the stairs and the wall up there, just because, you know, I thought I might as well do it. And you can also see that I decided to do one of the towers over here with the outside, because honestly it just looks really bland on the side. Now I originally didn't know if I liked having this area here, so basically what I did was I added a little bit of a room here. We're not going to decorate the inside, but with the inclusion of the black concrete there, it actually kind of looks like there's like a room back there, but like, we just can't see it. And I really like that part, but I still feel like something is missing, and that's probably not from the thing here. This I think is actually kind of a-okay if I quickly look at it once again in free cam. It's nothing too crazy here, but what I really think is missing is just a design with the stone. I think it's finally time that we do something with it, and honestly, I really don't know what I would like to do. I do know, however, that I want to use some of these stone bricks and the smooth stone to kind of add a nice little texturing. Now, I think that the plan is going to be that we're going to use the smooth stone and the stone bricks for some kind of design. I don't really know where, but then at the very bottom, probably closer towards like this section over here where there's a lot of dirt in the mountain, and maybe a little bit over here, I do want to do a little bit of customization where maybe it's not as smooth and maybe it's a little bit more, I don't know, maybe we'll use like deep slate, or maybe if I can get some hands on tough, maybe I can use tough to make it look a little bit darker or brighter in the bottom for some reason. I don't really know yet, but yeah, let's see how we can use the smooth stone and the stone bricks. I really don't have an idea. Now, I think, you see, I don't know if I want to like break part of the wall or if I want to put it like on the outside somewhere. Like, I really don't know. Okay, so that's not bad right there. I only did a small little section here because I didn't want to do anything too crazy. I actually don't mind that. And then I think what we could do is this ends, where does this one end? So this one ends underneath that right there, which is a staircase right here. So we actually have two of them. So what we could probably do is a cool pattern here where we do something maybe like this and then go every two, maybe we go to it. I'm not too sure. Like, I don't know, like maybe something kind of like this could be cool. And then what we could do is use some stone brick walls on the actual stone brick here just to make it look a little bit three-dimensional potentially. That doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Yeah, but then I feel like something's missing here. Like, we need to do something with this line here. So I extended the area that we worked on right here all the way up. Now, I don't know what to do. The only thing that really comes to mind, honestly, and also I think we are going to be replacing all of this on the bottom here with the stone brick. Or should we do cobblestone? Maybe we should do something like cobblestone on the bottom instead, actually. Yeah, that actually adds a little bit of detailing. So yeah, I guess we'll go with that. Now, the only thing that really comes to mind as to what to put in the middle here is kind of the spruce fence here, because these don't actually connect over to the sides over here. If we were to do the iron bars, first of all, I really like iron bars, but compared to the copper bars, which I've been using a lot, I really don't like the iron bars actually. And also these do connect over to there like that, and I don't really like how this connects. Or do I? No, I really don't like how it connects. I like the idea that like it's, yeah, no, I like the idea of like this one being like singular. But you see, the thing is, of just a giant pole of like spruce going to the top really doesn't seem that good. So we probably should come up with something like maybe like a little bit of a break in between. Like, even if it's just like a plank, maybe I think that could work. Like, what if we just do like a spruce log right there, for example, right? And then we keep going up another, I think I do this every 5, right? And then yeah, every 5 we do a log. Like, maybe that doesn't look so bad. Actually, that small detail I think really helps. Yeah, I could see that working. Yeah, I really do enjoy the way that looks. Now, I don't know what we're gonna do for the top, because I don't really want that, like, I kind of want where this part starts right here, I kind of want it to stop here. So maybe at this point, do we go with like, see, I don't want to go stone stairs because then it matches with what we did here. So maybe, oh, maybe we can introduce the cobblestone. Well, I really don't have any cobblestone on me right now. So yeah, let's see if we put some cobblestone stairs. Ideally, this would be kind of going away all the way down, so we can just kind of see how we like it here. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. As well, for the entrance here, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different, so we'll see what we end up doing in the middle there, because I'm kind of thinking with this area here, I want to do something here. I don't know if we're gonna do like wood there. I don't really know what the plan is gonna be, so for now I'm kind of just leaving it blank. I don't know if we're going to copy that design in the middle, like on the outside. I really don't know yet, so I guess you guys will see in a second. But yeah, the cobblestone up there I actually think really looks nice. I really think it's like a nice subtle detail, and it connects those back up over there as well, so that's really good. The one thing that's bugging me is that it didn't quite reach the top, but I'm pretty sure. What if we add, just for a little bit of color, my personal favorite block? I'm literally wearing it on my back as wings, some copper. I really like the way it looks there. I want to try and do a little bit of like sprinkling of the copper around. I don't think I'm gonna be like putting too many things down, but I like how that just adds a little bit of color there. I actually think that this looks pretty good. I can see this being like the full wall over here and over there as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly put all of this going all the way down on that side as well, and on the other side, because I haven't done anything on this side over here. And unlike green, I'm actually going to work on the back of my builds. Hopefully, don't quote me on that. And yeah, I'm gonna hopefully as well copy that as well. That shouldn't take too long, actually. That should be pretty easy to do. I'm actually really excited to see what this entire thing looks like now. I'm very excited. So cue the time lapse. Alrighty, that is the finished detail wall. I think it looks really, really good. I also added a couple extra details that I didn't show you guys in the replay. I kind of did them after I was done with that. So basically, I just did a little bit of detailing here with this side of the thing up here, like kind of in between here. So I added more copper. I'm gonna quickly get away from that slime. I added more copper here. I actually forgot to add something there. But I added copper over here just to kind of bring it back so that it doesn't look like there's random bits of copper up there. So it kind of connects it back up, which I really like. And then I add just a small little design there, again using the smooth stone. I forgot the name of that. The smooth stone and then the stone bricks there, and then adding a random patch of wood there. That's anything crazy. It's just a random thing here, I don't know, to make it look a little bit better. Like I said, I forgot to add the poles on the side, which I'll do in just a second. But the last thing that I would like to do is really just work on the inside over here, because it's a little bit too boring just being the stone. The only place that we have stone left is kind of like on the actual castle, or the, I don't know what this is called here, the little tower things here, and then the actual bridge itself, which I might change in the future. I'm not too sure yet. For now, it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, that's the last thing that I would like to do, and I think it's going to be a pretty simple design that we do. I do want to utilize some more copper, so I think what we're going to do is we'll go, I think something simple like that. If we just do, oh my goodness, these slimes are really getting annoying. I said that in the beginning of the video. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking that we get rid of like the middle here, like this is just going to be the stone, the smooth stone, and then the outside over here is just going to be the cut copper. I think that that's a good design. Yeah, I really like the way that that looks. I really like that this area looks really different from the outside, right? Like the copper just looks so different. Man, I am very proud of this build. Now, something that I did also say earlier that I wanted to do was do a little bit of texturing on the side over here and over here, kind of where the mountain is. But honestly, I think that the lore of this like area here as well is that because this is kind of like the newer part of that area up there, like this is kind of like they lived up there, then it got overgrown, so they moved down here. I think because of that, I want this to look new. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make anything like over here. I don't want to make it look kind of like, I was gonna originally put like mossy cobblestone, mossy stone bricks, just to make it look like the side of it's kind of overgrowing on the side, kind of like how it was over there. But because this is kind of like a new chapter for this area as well, I don't really want to do that. So I think we're gonna forget that. And then the idea for the next episode, or one of the next episodes, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing this next, is rather than enclosing this area here with dirt, because I really don't want to place any more dirt. Instead, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna probably extend the dirt in just a little bit. Honestly, I really don't know. And then I might just make it all flat with stone. And then we're gonna put the actual castle bit up here. So imagine kind of like a mini miniature castle going right here, or maybe even we just flatten it to here. I really don't know yet how big I want this to be. So we're probably gonna have the castle going here. Well, I know we're gonna have the castle going here. And then the idea is that we have a path going into here, and then on this side over here, we're going to eventually make kind of like an entrance. Think of almost like a mine entrance, but instead of going for like ores and minerals and whatnot, instead they are trying to go for the ancient ziggurat here because they know of the ancient ziggurat and they're trying to find it. So maybe we can make them like, you know, dig into this area and then they found it and stuff like that. So that's kind of the idea that I want to do with this side. And that leaves this entire area over here open for interpretation. We could probably make this kind of like the kingdom of whatever we want to make up there. So then we'll have like the castle up there and then like the town down here, right? So this is where like the normal folk will go and kind of and whatnot. We have so many like possibilities that we can do here, but I'm so glad that we finished. And this is also what it looks like from the back, which is really cool. And I want to end off this video by going over to MyLittleGaming's base and seeing what it looks like, because I've really been focusing, like I said, on trying to make my base look good from Pine's area, and I think he has enough. And I really want to see what it looks like from Bree and Jared's. Oh, that looks awesome. Wait, that looks incredible. I'm so glad that it doesn't distract from their base, right? So you can still see their mechanical wagons and stuff, which is what these are supposed to be. But you can kind of see it in the background, which is exactly what I wanted that to be. I wanted you to be able to like look in the background and have my build there. Obviously, we're gonna get rid of that beacon beam, but see it in the background, but then still have their amazing base in front. I'm really happy with the way it looks, and from this perspective, and probably from most angles actually at this point, unless you're actually in the main village over there, you can have a great sight of the soon-to-be castle, which will go there, which again I'm super excited for. I'm hoping that whenever they come back from their break and they're ready to get back, I'm hoping that they will like the view. I really don't know. I can't tell the future, but I'm very pleased with how that came out. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode here of the Shenanigang SMP. I hope you guys are excited for the future, because I am so incredibly excited. Oh man, I'm just ready to get back to work on this world. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, consider leaving a like and smashing that subscribe button. It would absolutely mean the world to me, and it is the best way to support. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys in the next Minecraft video.